Personal story segment tonight. One of the highest paid athletes in the world is New York Yankee third baseman Alex Rodriguez. Back in 2007, he signed a whopping $275 million contract with the Yankees. In 2009, 2 years later, he admitted to using steroids.
In the year 2001, 2002, 2003, I experimented with a banned substance that eventually triggered a positive test. I screwed up big time. But I think the only thing I ask from this group today and the American people is to judge me from this day forward. That's all I can ask for.
Well, now Major League Baseball is apparently alleging that Rodriguez used other banned substances, and if the league moves against him, it could cost A-Rod $100 million. Joining us now from Charlotte, North Carolina, Fox News sports analyst Jim Gray. What is the basic allegation against Rodriguez this time around?
That he engaged in using performance-enhancing drugs through biogenesis out of Miami in the years 2010, 11, and 12, possibly further back. The program that he admitted to in the tape that you just ran there, Bill, there was not a testing program in place by Major League Baseball in 2004, and he admitted up into 2003. So that is why there was no suspension. It was supposed to be confidential, but it got out based on the Balco investigation, and then he admitted it.
All right. So now, I just want to say, let's just concentrate on now. Is this human growth hormone? Is that what we're talking about here?
It could be, or it could be other things that he's used that are masked, and they're always a step ahead of the procedure and being able to mask.
It's some kind of substance that this clinic in Miami was giving to not only him, but Ryan Braun of the Brewers. He's been suspended, giving it to enhance their performance that Major League Baseball says is illegal. You can't take this kind of stuff. Is that correct?
Correct, and there's at least 18 others that'll probably be suspended or at least are being investigated now.
So this was a big crew down in Miami working with this clinic, getting this stuff. Now, why hasn't Major League Baseball moved against Rodriguez? It's taken them a long time to basically say, you did it. This is the founder of the clinic right there. It's taken them a long time to say, Rodriguez did it, and this is what's going to happen to him. Why?
Because they just recently concluded a deal with that Anthony Bosch, who you just shown. He was the president owner of this clinic. He has a lot of baggage to him in terms of what is going on in his life and what he may be convicted of and all of the allegations against him.
Has he been arrested, this Bosch? Has he been arrested by the authorities?
Well, he's in tremendous trouble. Just exactly where it all stands is...
Right, but he hasn't been arrested yet. But you say he's cut a deal with Major League Baseball, which seems to imply that he told Major League Baseball, hey, Rodriguez, I gave Rodriguez all this stuff, and he used it and whatever. That's what the implication is, correct?
That's correct, and the implication was so great and the evidence so great against Ryan Braun that he didn't even want to appeal the suspension. He just said he heard the evidence against him, and he said, I'll take it. I'm going to put this behind me. And they had him nailed, so he knew he wasn't going to fight. And the interesting thing in all of this, Bill, is the players' union is now going along with much of this. They have come out and said, Michael Weiner, the executive director, that they will not attempt to try in any way, shape, or form inhibit or defend people who they know are guilty. Okay. That's a big change in stance by the union.
But the difference between Rodriguez and Braun is much younger and can come back to play. Whereas Rodriguez, if they slap rest of this season and next season suspension on him, he's pretty much through. He'll be close to 40 years old when he gets back on the field. So Rodriguez has got to, and if he's suspended, he doesn't get paid. And the Yankees owe him $100 million. So it's worth Rodriguez fighting this, appealing it, whatever, to keep on getting paid, because he's going to get paid unless they suspend him. And he's just not going to go for the suspension.
Well, according to the people who I've spoken to who are close to this investigation and Major League Baseball officials, they are trying to cut a deal where they would suspend him now for the rest of the season, suspend him all of next season, and then he would be allowed to come back.
Yeah, but he's done then. He's almost 40 then.
Yeah, but he'll collect $61 million. This other way, he could lose it all, and then it becomes an insurance issue because of the hip surgeries that he's had. He will try and go after the insurance company and say he was physically unable to perform, and that it was actually the hip that put him out of business, not steroids.
All right. You expect what to happen, Jim? 30 seconds. What do you expect to happen?
I expect that Major League Baseball will go after, and either Alex Rodriguez will accept the terms and the conditions that they are offering him, or they will put under the best interest of baseball the special powers and a new provision that the commissioner has. He will suspend him and ban him indefinitely unless he accepts their deal.
All right, so it would be Pete Rose if he doesn't take the deal. All right,
Correct.
Jim, thanks very much. Can we come right back?